Hi, welcome to my presentation on Skillpower, the behavioral science approach to workplace wellness. Today, we're going to examine how, even though well-intentioned, most workplace wellness programs are fundamentally flawed. And I'm going to present a more reliable, science-backed solution to employee health and wellness. My name is Leah Genders. I'm a board certified health coach, a certified workplace wellness specialist, a personal trainer. And for the last 10 years, I've been working with high performance professionals to improve their health and wellness. I partner with company leaders to improve employee health for a more engaged, productive, and resilient workplace. Today, we're going to discuss the current state of workplace wellness and why companies aren't necessarily seeing the ROI on their investment. I'm going to introduce the concept of skill power solution. This is backed by behavior change science. And then we're going to review the three core competencies that lead to a healthier, more productive workforce. Why most wellness programs don't work. Current wellness programs rely exclusively on the motivation and the willpower of the employees. But research on willpower mindset from 2013 confirms how much willpower someone believes they have directly impacts their ability to perform under stress. So this is unreliable, especially in high-performing workplaces. Rigid programs that don't allow for flexibility and don't account for the mental load of the employees are setting people up to fail before they even get started. Short-term programs, they might spike motivation temporarily, but they typically don't lead to long. Typical wellness programs that you've probably heard of before, like competitive step challenges, fitness competitions, diet plans, even those meditation apps, they rely heavily on the employee's willpower, even just to get started. The problem is these sorts of programs cater to the people who are already into health and fitness, leaving behind those in the workforce who probably need it the most. The solution is looking at health as a learnable skill, much like you might develop a new professional skill. The core principles in our program are derived from behavioral science that make maximum employee engagement and lasting results more consistent. First, we take into an account an employee's readiness to change. This is informed by the trans-theoretical model of change, a framework established in 1983. It ensures we're meeting people where they are and not assuming that everyone is ready for action right now. The second is that we focus on self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is the belief in oneself in order to achieve. This is a core principle in human psychology established in 1977. In order to build self-efficacy, we build master experiences. And this is by achieving small incremental wins that build up over time. And this is supported by science in that same 1973. Finally, our programs prioritize habit formation because habits are automatic actions that reduce the need for decision making. Now, this is really relevant to employees in high performing workplaces when they have a high cognitive load. This is grounded in behavior change science from 2010. So we apply these three foundations as we teach the core skills of wellness. This is to address the major obstacles to employment. The first is movement. We teach people to get away from that all or nothing thinking around movement. People think if I don't have time to go to the gym for an hour 5 days a week, I don't have time for anything. We introduced the dial mindset method. And what that does is give people the autonomy to choose the frequency, the intensity, and the duration of their movement practice that makes sense for their life as it stands today, whether that's what their workload looks like, how busy their life is, how stressed they are. Because people are free to dial it up and down as it makes sense for them, it offers a point of entry for every employee, all fitness levels. Second, we have nutrition. Now, most nutrition plans are built around restriction. The foundation is what you can't have. We teach nutrition on a continuum, and this is small incremental improvements that can be applied even under high stress environments. It removes the barrier of needing to be perfect and makes better nutrition achievable for everyone, no matter what their current life or stress levels look like. Nutrition is a core driver in energy for. And finally, we look at stress as a skill. Research in mindset science from 2013 validates that viewing stress as a challenge that makes us stronger when it's combined with active recovery builds greater resilience than just trying to reduce stress alone. Mental fitness programs change how people think for a more productive and resilient. The payoff when in workplace implements these kind of skill power programs, the benefits are consistent and predictable. This chart summarizes the shift from high risk, limited resource models to high reliability, developable capacity models. Employees feel better, they have increased cognitive ability, and it decreases the risk of health risk factors over time. The next step is to consider who is delivering your wellness programs. Is it a behavioral health coach that's trained in behavioral change science? You don't need a cheerleader or a drill sergeant or even an accountability coach. You want to make sure that your programs are rooted in science. So stop relying on short-term motivation for your wellness programs and unreliable motivation. I recommend a 15-minute strategy call in order to identify the opportunities that may be available in your organization for improvement. We're not just running a wellness program, we're building a culture of sustained high performance. All concepts and claims supported by research are presented here. Thank you so much.